a new tire day. Guess what today is? Well, you clicked on this video for a reason. It is a bitter, bitter sweet day. I am gonna say goodbye to my beloved WTB 2.2 roadies. So yes, it is new tire day. We are saying goodbye to the WTB 2.2 roadies. After 1,000 miles and so much fun and beautiful content this tire has made, it is time for something new. Now, do you guys remember how big that box was that those tires came in? Yeah. This is it. It came in 2 of those boxes. So, the new tires, both of them supposedly, are in this little box. What? I know. Everybody's so sad to see my 2.2 roadies go. Everybody was so envious when I bought those. Okay, Pinto, enough's enough. What is the new tire? It's a new Groad tire, of course, because I still have gravel tires. So I went and purchased a new set of Groad tires. I had 1,000 miles on those WTB slicks and probably could put more mileage on them, but there's some big end of season events coming up soon that I'm gonna film, and I just don't want to be on the struggle bus of a 2.2. So you're killing us, Pinto. What is this new Groad tire? How ridiculous is it? How big is it? I behaved, okay? I went and got a small, proper road tire, believe it or not. I think you guys are gonna be really proud of me on this one. Here we go. Can you read that? These are the 700 by 44, told you, tiny tire, a 44 Snoqualmie Pass from Renee Hurst. I'm not gonna lie, I am excited. So yes, I went and finally got the tires I originally wanted. Can you see that tread? Look at that tread. That's the tread, that's that file tread I was talking about that I could not find in like another tire that was, you know, in a lower price. I know a lot of you guys said like, oh, you could have just ran a Schwalbe G1 RS, could have ran Specialized, whatever that Specialized tire is. All these more gravel oriented tires. I'm like, no, I did not want a gravel oriented tire. I wanted a good Groady tire. I wanted a tire that could predominantly do road and then handle some off-road. And in the price point, everything was either about this price or more. There was not a lot of options. That's why I went with that 2.2 roadie, because it was stupid cheap. Well, I got a couple dollars and I decided it was time to get a better tire. Yeah, and this is the tire I originally wanted. And I am excited because 44 is tiny compared to those 2.2s. I know what you guys are thinking. You've lost your marbles. A 30 is a small tire. Well, for me, a 44 seems to be the proper size. Tan wall, ooh, fancy. Okay, so per usual, we're gonna take those tires off, pull the sealant out, put these bad boys on. We're gonna see how well they seat or don't seat. Freaking excited. And I'm running out of time because I am supposed to be going on a little weekend getaway right now, and I need to pack and do things like that, and I'm making content for you playing with tires. So seriously, how much faster, how big of a difference do you think I'm going to notice? A, between size, and B, compound? I am super curious. And not to mention, I've been running these, so I should have some extra fitness, right? Right. Oh, so long, my 2.2s. Oh, so long, my 2.2.2s. Yeah, I still need to get this rim tape. But it's all good. One of these days, I shall do it. I'll be like that. How much sealant is left in this tire? That is the question. Is it not? Is it not? Not too bad. There's quite a bit. I shall take it. This thing's still holding up. My good old cheapy Amazon syringe that cost as much as a replacement part from Park Tool. Thank you very much. Let's see how much of a mess Pinto can make today. I'm pretty good at making mess. Mess is mess. I can speak, I promise. I also forgot to mention on the review of these tires that handling was very interesting on these. It actually took some time to figure out how to properly handle these. Like, it definitely takes a little extra work to push it through like the corners and like descending. Like it takes some extra work like handling these tires on descents. They're just not super snappy. You gotta push the bike a little bit. I don't know how bad that review was on these tires, but I feel like it was all over the place because my brain was just not there. There's one tire off. I mean, look how good this thing still looks though. I mean, it is ridiculous for such a cheap tire. Dang. Two new, look at this. 2.2 roadie. 40, come on. 44 Snoqualmie Pass. Which would you choose? Oh my gosh. Just feeling the weight difference like this. Huge difference. This is so heavy. Oh my gosh. I am excited. Oh, there goes the rim. Man, this lighting is terrible. I am really sorry. The question is this going to be easy or hard to put on here? Because those 2.2 roadies were not the easiest to seat. Excuse me, sir. Do you have a direction in mind you would like to go? 44, what a small tire. I do not see a direction. Why do I not see a direction? Max inflation, 75 PSI. I will not be running 75 PSI in a tubeless tire. Thank you though. Dude, there's literally no direction. So it does not matter? I feel like it should matter. What is happening? Why is there no direction? Okay, well, there is no directional arrow, so I guess I'm just gonna put it on. It seems like it should have some kind of direction though. Like there's lines all over the place. I would assume one way would be faster than the other. I'm going this way. Oh look, we got friends. Hi friend. Good morning, Big Papa Dog. How's the Big Papa Dog? Come on. There we go. A little more. You can't give me a little more? Just scooted and booted, no problem, and now you're not wanting to move? Wow. Okay. I don't know why I don't want to move now, but there it goes. There we go. Ooh, right on the Renee Hurst logo. I forgot to mention, these are the standard casing. I did not pay for the extra light, and I did not pay extra for the, what do they call it? I think it's like Endurance or something. Endurance Plus casing. So these are standard casing, because they were expensive enough as it is. Okay. Of course. We got a tire on. Okay, prediction, it's gonna seat no problem. That's my first prediction. It went onto the rim pretty good, so I think it's gonna seat pretty good. Loud noises. All right, here we go. Let's see how this thing does, huh? Give me a good, nice pop. First try, ready? Oh, she's not gonna do it the first try. Come on. Okay, well, this video went completely sideways, hence the different outfit, right? Friday, I started trying to put these tires together, putting these tires on these rims, and basically what had happened was I got so pissed and frustrated because I could not get these tires on this rim. I ended up going out of town on my little vacation. Back to these tires. That's why I have a different outfit on. Yeah, so rewinding, I tried getting these tires seated. I could not get these tires seated to save my life. I tried pushing in the bead. I tried putting a strap around. I tried putting a tube in. I did all the little things and could not get these tires seated. So I just got back from the bike shop. I took them over to Great Basin Bikes. They set the rims out for a couple minutes in the sun, and then magically they just seated no problem. So I don't know what to say. I spent hours trying to get these seated before going on my trip, and I could not do it. But regardless, tires are now seated. All I gotta do is put some sealant in and we are good to go. Apologies for this very two-part random video. Let's get some sealant in them and see what we think, huh? While I was gone all weekend, this was tipped over just enough to leak out the side, so yeah, fun stuff. And I just released the Groad tire review today, and so far it's doing pretty good. So big shout out to all you guys watching that Groad tire review. Again, super happy to try and run a smaller tire. Yeah. Got away over the weekend. I did not film anything. I literally used it as a proper vacation. I got one small bike ride in. I kayaked 5 miles and just took it super easy. No video from that. Wow, we're stuck here. Hold on. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Still trying to grow this channel up to 1,500 subs. Super happy about that. But could always use more, and it doesn't cost you anything, so subscribe. But the really cool thing about getting away this weekend was the campground that I stayed at is literally right across the street from a route I had built out in that direction that I've never done. And I got to see some roads that I had planned on this route that I've never seen, and it actually looks really good. Originally that route was supposed to be just a big like 100-mile route, and now I'm like contemplating making it a bikepacking route probably for next year. So super cool to see that. I think that one's gonna make a great video because it is super pretty out there. Kind of always fun to actually know that sometimes the routes you pick just by looking at them on a map are gonna be halfway decent to ride. Stan's little valve tool, so good. I love this thing. It's not very light, but it's great for removing your valve cores, that's for sure. Just works really good. Okay, we got one with sealant, number 2 for sealant. And while we're on the topic of videos, I do have probably 2 more big rides planned, maybe 1 more course recon, and then I have a trip planned that'll be some more riding somewhere else. So season's not over yet, but it's close, and I'm trying to eke out as much riding as I can currently. For some reason this one doesn't want to take the sealant as good as the other one. It's also a different valve, so I guess that's why. I am curious about putting on these tires back on the bike. I've been having issues with the brakes rubbing on just this set of rims. No issues on the other set of rims, but for whatever reason on this set with the road tires, even adjusting the brakes and lining up the brakes, I can't seem to get it in the sweet spot. There's always some kind of issue happening. I'm hoping I got the new brake pads worn down enough that I'm not going to have any issues. And if you can't hear that, there's tweakers out there yelling. Put this valve core back in, get some air, and then we have new Groad tires. Okay, still playing around with the Cyc Plus pump. Have not made a review yet. There is a review coming on this pump soon. Got it set for 40 PSI. Let's get some air into these tires. I'm telling you, the more and more I use this little Cyc Plus pump, it is so good. I love that thing. It is freaking awesome. Get a little shaky, shaky, shaky. My battery's gonna die. I mean, it works so good. No pumpy action. Okay, I got some bubbles coming from the sidewall. That worries me just a little bit. No, alright, it's good. Renee Hurst 44s. How do we look? That is a small tire. Boy, that is a small tire. Look at that tread pattern now. I'm excited for these. Okay, let's get them on the bike. So while I'm taking these off, I just gotta let you know, the Race Kings are holding up pretty damn good. Haven't been really getting to do a whole lot of gravel, unfortunately, but I'm really liking these. I am really liking these Continental Race Kings. Don't worry, there's still a review coming for these. My front tire here is a little low. I don't know if it's leaking air or what is going on, but oh, it's definitely leaking air. It was at 40, now it's at 21. That was one of the concerns I had with these tires. Was read a lot of reviews on these tires, and one of the things that always kind of seems to come up is that they don't hold air. And I don't know if that's older or newer, but so far I'm already having air issues, which kind of concerns me. So I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that. I'm gonna put it on and we'll get the other rear tire on and see if this one's leaking air or not. I really don't want to take it off the rim and do all that again because it was already a pain. But if I have to, I have to, huh? Told you, rubbing. Okay, first thoughts on the front tire. It looks goofy. It looks so tiny. I really liked how well those 2.2s filled the big old gap in here, but tan walls look kind of nice. Yeah, it's just I mean, that's a gravel bike, right? Any kind of road tires is gonna look goofy. Glad I didn't go with anything less than a 44. All right, I just pumped the tire to 60 PSI. I'm gonna check it in a little bit, see if it's holding or not. Now the fun one. Got too many things in my pocket. So it's currently Monday, which means tomorrow is Tuesday, which also means that that is long ride day. So the first day riding these tires will be Long Ride Tuesday, aka 80 to 100 miles. And if you're wondering, I am using one driver. So the nice thing about SRAM is that it basically just screws onto the driver, and then I just leave it onto the driver, take it off one set of wheels, pop it on the other set of wheels, good to go. Now, luckily for me, one driver works on both sets of the wheels. Ideally, having two sets of cassettes is a little bit better. I do actually have another cassette, but it's up for sale with my, well, that derailleur back there, and I just haven't put it back on. If you don't want to have two cassettes or can't afford two cassettes, if you got two sets of rims that at least take the same driver, you could just leave the cassette on the driver and just swap the driver cassette combo to each wheel every time. That needs to be fixed. Gonna line that rear brake. Front one's not bad. It's rubbing a little bit, but the rear one's definitely way off. So I'm gonna adjust that rear brake. Want to see if this front one held any air. So it was at 58, it's at 55 now, so it's lost a little bit of air. Could be temperature. Gonna keep my eye on it, but I've been out here a while messing around, so it's not too bad. Something I'll keep my eye on. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but it is one of the things when you have two different sets of rims and you're running one bike to do it all. Sometimes swapping between two sets of rims is realigning the brake. Not that big of a deal. And if you're gonna do realigning the brake, this is my little hack right here. Ski strap around the brake lever to hold it in place, then tighten the brake back up. But if you have somebody to hold your brake lever for you, that works too. All right, so we got new tires on, new Rene Hurst 44s. Let's pull this bike off, go into that little slow motion clippies of the tires, see what we think. I am gonna be honest, I am loving the tan walls. So in the standard casing, you could only get tan walls. I think if you go into the endurance or the super light casing, you can get black, tan. I think that's your other options. But in these, for some reason, they only come in the tan walls. I'm digging it. Okay, let's pull this off and see what we think. Those tires are so tiny. All right, there we go. Rene Hurst 44s mounted. What do y'all think? You like the new tires? What are your thoughts? What are your questions? Let me know. Yeah, first thoughts, I'm kind of digging them. I'm really glad I went with 44. I think I was kind of tempted to go 40, but I think after looking at the 44s, I think jumping from a 2.2 down to a 40 would have been probably too small. I'm digging the 44. I'm hoping the 44 is like that happy medium where it's like, yeah, that is like perfect for comfort, speed, kind of mix of everything that I was looking for. Yeah, I mean, they look pretty good. I like it. Like I said, I like the tan wall, so I'm digging it. They're not as ridiculous as the 2.2s. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. I know it was very weird, I'm sure, and not like the other ones. I tried to do my best. Things kind of go sideways sometimes. These are not all going to be perfect videos, and they're just kind of like throwing it together videos just to give you guys some content and to show you kind of what I'm messing around with next. And now the next thing is these 44s. So what is the plan for the 44s? Same thing as the 2.2s. I am going to run them on-road, off-road. I'm going to do some big climbing days. I'm going to do big long endurance days, and if I can figure out how, I'm going to do one bike packing trip before the season is over. So that way I should be able to hit 500 to 1,000 miles, give you a review right by the end of the season. Hit that like button, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. I'll see you in the next one.